Good afternoon, everyone. Tutoring Class May. My name is Brian Steven Pulido Guarin, and today I will present my analysis of the scenario 2 and communication problems in educational and management. The select scenario describes large educational institutions and where departments were in installations. As a consequence, communication becomes fragmented and decisions are delayed in misunderstanding and arises regarding institutional priorities. In this presentation, I will explain the main causes of this problem and propose two realistic strategies supported by educational leadership and management theories. Okay, let's start. Context of the problem. Communication is one of the most important elements of educational and management, and because it connects teachers, administrators, and other members of the educational community. And however, when communication is ineffective, the department begin to work independently instead of collaboratively. This situation reduces coordination, cracks duplicate efforts, delays important decisions, and negatively affects institutional performance. According to Acevedo and College 2024, effective communication is much more than sharing information. It is a strategic process that promotes participation, coordination, and collective decisions making throughout the institutions. Okay. Root cause analysis. And after analyzing this scenario, I identify five main causes. The first is departmental silos, where department focus only on their own responsibilities without collaborating with others. The second is the lack of collaborative leadership, and because leaders do not always create the opportunities for the shared planning and dialogue. Another important is the use of inefficient communication channels, which often generate misunderstanding and lead the lights. In addition, some staff members show resistance to collaboration, prioritizing departmental objectives instead of institutional goals. And finally, weak strategies planning prevents department from working towards in common visions. As shown in the following diagram, poor communication gradually leaks of departmental isolations, delayed decision-making, misunderstanding, low collaboration, and ultimately reduce institutional effectiveness. Strategy one, to address this challenge, my first proposal is to establish a collaborative communication framework. The main objectives of these strategies is to improve institutional communication and by creating a structured process that encourages collaboration among all departments. Instead of working identically, departments should share information regularly and participate in joint decisions making. This is strategies creates a more transparent, coordinate, and efficient working environments. Okay, key factor of the strategy one. For this strategy to be successful, several key factors must be considered. First, the institution should organize a regular interdepartmental meeting to discuss common objectives and institutional priorities. Second, it should implement a shared digital communication platform where departments and can exchange information and monitor and guide projects. Tier, standardized communication protocol should define responsibilities, deadlines, and reporting procedures. And finally, continuous feedback and mechanics should be established to evaluate communication and identify opportunities for improvement. This action will contribute to the faster decisions and making greater transparency and stronger institutional coordination. According to the Miller, Pagan, and Kalkin 2024, collaboration among educational scholars stakeholders is essential for overcoming organizational barriers and achieving continuing institutional improvement. Possible challenges. And although this is strategies and has many benefits, and some challenges may arise during its implementation. For example, and some employees may resist changing their traditional way of working. Others may have limited digital competence for lack time to participate in a regular meeting. And to overcome these challenges, school leaders should provide continuous training, promote open communication, and encourage activity participation and from all departments. Mm, Transformational leadership plays an essential role in supporting this organizational change. Okay, let's continue. Okay, strategy two. My second strategy is to promote transformational leadership through cross-departmental teams. This strategy seeks to strengthen the collaboration by creating interdisciplinary groups responsibility for planning, implementing, and evaluating institutional initiatives. Instead of making isolated decisions, and leaders should encourage teamwork, sharing responsibility, and collaborative problem solving. Key factor of strategy two. And this is a strategy included several important actions. And the institution should establish interdisciplinary committee and composed of representatives from different departments. Leadership training should also be developed to strengthen communication, teamwork, and conflict resolution skills. Collaborative institutional projects should encourage and department to work toward common objectives. And finally, continuous evaluation and feedback should be used to monitor progress and make necessary adjustments. According to the Benoliel, SACDOC, and Nature 2024, transformational leadership strengthens organizational resilience by promoting collaboration, innovation, and adaptability. Similarly, back in college in 2024, explained the collaborative leadership and improving teamwork and communication and conflict management within a school. Okay. And theoretical foundations or theoretical basics. And the theoretical foundations when the proposal combines contributions from several authors. Acevedo et al. Emphasizes that effective communication is essential for institutional coordinations. Benoliel and College and highlight the importance of the transformation leadership in creating a resilient educational organization. And back in college, demonstrate the collaborative leadership in projects and teamwork and conflicts in management. And finally, Miller in College urged that collaboration among educational stakeholders is one of the most effective ways they overcome organizational barriers and promote continuous improvement. Together, this is to support the two strategies I propose. In conclusions, communication problems are not the simple the results of insufficient information. They are usually caused by refractment organizational structures, limited collaboration, and leadership practice that don't promote teamwork. For this reason, educational institutions should implement structured communication systems while strengthening transformational leadership. By doing so, the school can improve institutional coordination, accelerate decision making, strengthen collaboration, and create more inclusive and effective learning environments. Thank you very much for your attention. I look forward to your comment and feedback. Bye-bye.